shifted. People were like, what am I going to do? You had to get in front of the Zoom camera. You had to get in front of your webcam and make things happen. So you have to be able to shift when things shift, when the world shifts. And so if you're not able to compete at a larger scale, then what are you going to do? And so a lot of times when businesses are not equipped with the right foundation at building a brand that could evolve with them, they fall to the wayside because their messaging gets scattered throughout everything else and it gets watered down. And then people won't know who you are. People won't relate to who you are. And so now with AI, another shift, you're going to have to, people think, well, AI is going to take over. No, but people still need relationships. Why do you think people still are going live on social media? They still want the relationship. And so you can't expect the whole robot thing to take over, which it is. It's going to make more people lazy, but you still got to have that connection. Your personal brand is your reputation. And so you can't get rid of that. So if you're going to get behind a computer and get something to come up with these grandiose ideas that you probably won't implement, right? Because you don't know how, then what are you going to do? You're still going to go back and get the consultants. You're going to still have to go back and have relationships with people to help you grow, because the tools behind it just won't let you grow. We still got to have people in a network. So you just gotta get out there and make it happen.
Oh my gosh, bars. I feel like getting up. Welcome to the Analytical Rewired. I'm your host, Jennifer White, CEO of the MJW Group, and I have a very, very, very special guest today because she is near and dear to the hearts and minds of the MJW Group. Elyshia Brooks, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm wonderful now. It's always a pleasure.
Couple.
That's right. It's always a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm so glad to finally have you on the show.
Yes, I'm so proud of you all. Y'all
Yes.
doing the daggone thing. I'm so proud of y'all.
We're proud of you as well. We definitely have learned a lot from you. I think it's been we just celebrated our 6th anniversary. So we've known you for 6 years now.
And where we met? At a networking event.
We met at a networking event. Let me let you introduce yourself first, and then we can dive into juicy details. So why don't you tell the audience who you are and what you do?
So my name is Elyshia Brooks, and I own Brand Equal You, which is a brand development, personal and business brand development company, along with marketing strategy, education, consulting, all of it in one. Okay. And I love creating brands, designing brands, and creating the strategy behind it to get out into the world. And so I get to work with amazing individuals and companies, nonprofits on doing that. And so I love it. I've been doing it now for I've been in Charlotte 23 years, and I left the bank in 2006 to do it full time. So I've been doing it now. I think September will be 17 years full time.
Congrats. Oh my gosh. That's like a whole teenager grown up.
I know, right? I know I couldn't work for somebody else. So yeah.
Wow. I love that, Elyshia. You have a journey. I know we're going to unravel some of that in the interview, or I shouldn't say interview. It's not an interview. In the episode.
Yeah.
Elyshia and I met at a networking event at a church here in Charlotte somewhere. I don't even remember where it was at.
I don't either.
But we met.
It was a church, but it's a networking event.
I think it was a church, and you stood up and spoke. And by the time you finished and we finished with the event, Marcus and I looked at each other, was like, we should go up and talk to her. Because we were so early. I think we probably formed the LLC of the MJW Group, and that's all we had. I don't even know if we had business cards yet.
No, you didn't.
And we went up, we walked up to you. It was like, hi, I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. And that's how it started. And here we are 6 years later.
And you're
So
still, that's a blessing.
yeah, so thank you for all you have done with us. Elyshia really helped catapult our, not help, like she catapulted our branding for the MJW group, our colors, our some of our early communications. We've since morphed it, throughout the years, but she did catapult our image, our brand. And what was your famous line you told us when we first met you?
So many I say, but
The flea market one.
that's what I was about to say. If you don't invest into your brand, you can do it flea market style, well, it's cheap, it looks cheap, and you're gonna attract cheap clients. Or you can do, the mall level, which is average. You put some money in because it's probably what you got, but you got to step it up eventually. And then you have your boutique level where you can charge premium pricing and work with fewer people, the people who are the cream of the crop. So which one you want to be? And so, yeah, that's
Yeah, I think you said flea market.
You can do that.
You said flea market, Macy's, and like, I don't know if it was Neiman Marcus or Louis Vuitton was the third.
I said, you can't work with me and be flea market mindset.
After that, I was like, okay, I got it now. I got it. Cause I was such a, I was telling Elyshia, this is how the analytical rewired was birthed. I'm so left brain. And I was like, how do I get all this left brain and disseminate the communication to everyone else in the marketplace? I had to tap into the right brain, and Elyshia helped do that for sure.
Yeah, because you and Marcus are what, in engineering?
Yes.
So yeah, yeah.
We're not people per se, but we are people because everything we do is people centered.
Yeah. So hey, you've grown, evolved, and that's a good thing. Your brand is evolved as you evolve, and so that's amazing.
So how did you get into branding, marketing, and communications? What was the trigger for you?
So it started back in DECA class in high school. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I was a junior, and my all-time favorite professor, Dr. Opara, came and brought her psych students, some of her marketing students from Albany State over to speak to our class. And I fell in love with it. And so I said, okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. And so I went to Albany State, got up under her tutelage, and was in marketing. I got my master's in marketing. And so I think I've done everything under branding, marketing, advertising, communications, PR, done it all. And like I just said, your business evolves. And so my first business way back when was an event planning company. I love event planning too. And so when I moved to Charlotte, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do event planning and marketing. So I changed the name from Planning Unlimited to Creative with a K, Creative Planning and Marketing. And so when I got here, I got my master's, and everybody started knowing me as the marketing branding. And I'm like, okay, I love this. And so now I have the creative brain because I love the creative side, but I also love the strategy side. So I can come up with grandiose ideas and then how to get it out there. And so I love the creative side where I get to work with colors, and people think branding is just about colors and a logo, and it's so much more than that. So because I'm a people person, I get to deal with the personal brand development and mesh it with the business brand development. So I love it.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that you had an event planning. What have you not done? Oh my gosh. How do you have all this time?
All right. I love event planning. I wanted to go to Fisk University to be a psychiatrist because I love the mind and learning people and all that stuff. So leadership, event planning, and then everything marketing and business. So those are my me all in one.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've been around for a while, like you said, in the industry. Now that we have all this digital media available and accessible, talk to us about how you've seen the industry shift throughout the years.
Social media has been good and bad. Um, However, social media has made so many people rich.
Mm-hmm.
Their personality and getting out in front of the world, if you should say, that has shifted a whole lot. However, a lot of companies still don't want to embrace it. And so
Mm-hmm.
don't embrace it, you're going to get left behind. So you have to keep up. I'm like a tech guru. So when it comes to technology, I love it. So even when COVID happened, things shifted. People were like, what am I going to do? You had to get in front of the Zoom camera. You had to get in front of your webcam and make things happen. So you have to be able to shift when things shift, when the world shifts. And so if you're not able to compete at a larger scale, then what are you going to do? And so a lot of times when businesses are not equipped with the right foundation at building a brand that could evolve with them, they fall to the wayside because their messaging gets scattered throughout everything else and it gets watered down. And then people won't know who you are. People won't relate to who you are. And so now with AI, another shift, you're going to have to, people think, well, the AI is going to take over. No, but people still need relationships. Why do you think people still are going live on social media? They still want the relationship. And so you can't expect the whole robot thing to take over, which it is. It's going to make more people lazy, but you're still going to have that connection. Your personal brand is your reputation. And so you can't get rid of that. So if you're going to get behind a computer and get something to come up with these grandiose ideas that you probably won't implement, right? Because you don't know how, then what are you going to do? You're still going to go back and get the consultants. You're going to still have to go back and have relationships with people to help you grow because the tools behind it just won't let you grow. You still got to have people in a network. So you just gotta get out there and make it happen.
Oh my gosh, bars. I feel like getting up and shouting, like raising my hands. Oh my goodness.
You still
Yes,
gotta be
yes,
able to sell
yes,
yourself. Like seriously. When you walk
yes,
into a
yes.
room or a boardroom or with a client, your presence still has to be, whoa, I know what I'm talking about, as not opposed to the robot, the AI trying to tell you what to do. No, you still gotta have a presence with everybody in the room and connection. So you can't get away from it.
Yes. Now you see how she turned two engineers who had a dream into these people, confident,
Yes,
people-centered business owners.
yes. Get from behind the computer.
Mhm. That's right. And bars to everything you said there. I mean, I've learned in the last 6 years, relationships are everything. And I tell people the bridge, it has to really be worth you burning
Yeah.
because you just don't know. You don't know.
Back around. You
It
just
comes back around.
and a lot of people burn bridges, and I'm like, I have previous clients who want to come back. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No.
That's the beauty of having your own business. No, I choose not to. That's a headache.
Right.
But you learn, and you learn.
So with all the knowledge you have now, all the clients you've been able to coach and strategize and give direction and support, what are 1 to 2 things? I know it's going to be hard to just give 1 to 2. What are 1 to 2 things you would totally rewire your business now?
I probably so many. Um, One is I want to really ramp up my academy to reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, instead of doing one-on-one, although I like the personal one-on-one because
Yeah.
I get to mentor you, consult you, coach you, love on you, and put you out there. Like I love to see that success part. But I need to get that part done. That's one of my biggest things.
So you can scale.
Yeah, to scale that part. So I believe now that with them reversing all the stuff for schools, people are not going to go to school anymore. So they're going to want to do something where they get in quick, as opposed to going paying thousands of dollars and getting all that student loan. They want something quick that they can get in and get out and make it happen right then. So I really need to ramp that up. And then my other big thing is my magazine. I want to launch my magazine this fall. If I don't change it to January, I'm a perfectionist, so I need to stop that. But I want my Brand Equal You magazine to really focus on highlighting amazing, I did say African American women, but the Black culture who are doing amazing things in the world, who have unique brands, who are doing things that are unconventional, and highlighting them. And then also empowering them, because of course my brand is all about educating, engaging, and empowering people so that people can elevate. And so I want the magazine to do just that. So I will be looking for contributors, ma'am.
Of course, we got you.
Yeah, and then I want to highlight other businesses by doing, of course, the podcast and the awards show.
I love that.
Black excellence in business. So yeah.
I love that. And
You're the first person I put it out there to the world like this. So yes, ma'am.
Bars again. Bars. You just created a methodology on the fly. I don't know if you picked up on your quadruple E methodology that because I'll take a process from anything and draw it out. So you can make a quadrant of your quadruple E, or make four shapes of your quadruple E methodology to take your clients through this new process.
Yeah, I can do that. And you can do it yourself. Like I did E's because my name starts with an E. It's easy for me to remember. You can do your 4. What does your brand stand for? And put them 4 out there. And
love it.
That's a free one for you.
Told y'all, another bar drop. There you go. And then that way people will remember your brand, right? Love it. Love it.
You gotta be unique. You gotta stand out. You have to be brand unique. That's what you gotta be, brand unique.
So many gems.
Looking at all these other people on social media talking about, I wish I had that. And you take bits and pieces of their business, which makes you everybody else's business. You're not brand unique. So stop looking at what other people are doing and do what's at the core of your being and the core and the essence of your heart, and make that happen.
Yeah, and with you saying that made me think of something, because I know sometimes as business owners, as we are building our business and our brands, we can become trapped, or what we feel as being trapped. And I've even known of, some very high level influencers that grew so fast, they become trapped by their own company. So what are some suggestions you have for people to put up some guardrails to realize that could be happening, and what they could, do about that, so they remain in love with why they started their company in the first place?
Yeah. Number one, I would say take a break. It's okay to take a break and step back from all the mundane things that you do. Look and do self-care. A lot of times I do every quarter, I'll shut it down for a weekend or sometimes a week. And I get with myself and I reevaluate. I journal, reevaluate, like, is this still making me happy? Do I still want to do this? That's how your business and your brand evolves. Sometimes you don't want to do whatever it is. It's okay. You don't have to. or you can do it for certain people, but you want to always reevaluate. I say once a quarter or at least twice a year. And another thing is you should be able to say no to clients that you know are going to be a headache, because it's your business, it's your brand, and your network and your clients, they represent you. So it's okay to say no. I've said no plenty of times because I'm not going to let someone come in and ruin what I've built and what I love. And so a lot of times you can get smear campaigns. You see it all the time with reality TV. Smear campaigns about your reputation. That's not true. So be careful and honor your brand and your why. Don't forget your why. Why are you doing this? Is it your kids? Is it because you want to leave a legacy? Whatever that is, stay focused. And then a lot of times with the burnout, cut it down to 4 days. Automate it where you don't have to be present all the time. There you go. Jennifer got that, right? So automate where you don't have to be doing everything. If you're doing something at least 3 times over and over and over for every client, make that an automation. That will cut out on hours of time that you are spending on doing the mundane things that you really don't like. For instance, I stop saying this, but sales is not my thing.
Yes, right? It is.
I say that, and I'm like, I would have on my calendar sales calls. It would come up on my phone, sales calls. I would ignore that every time. So do things that you like to do and outsource those things that you don't want to do. But yeah, you got to keep falling in love with it and keep reinventing yourself, reinventing your brand. Like I said, as you evolve, your brand evolves. Like I do events still, but I do my own events. So I'm not out here trying to do all these corporate events anymore. I could, but that's not what's going to make me pop up out of bed like toast every morning, because I get to do it. Not that I have to do it. You don't get into a business where you created your purpose. You don't get into it because you have to, and you become a slave to it. You want to get to it. That's a privilege. I get to wake up and work with amazing people that I choose to work with. So you got to own that for yourself and keep falling in love with your business. Find new ways to reinvent how you do things, how you show up in the world. And as that happens, you'll see new opportunities and new doors opening up for yourself. That's my 2 cents.
Okay, we're done. Thank you for watching this episode of the Analytical Rewired. Bars, gems. I don't have anything else to say. This is what I mean about Elyshia. Not only the branding, but early on, she taught us about these things that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what that was gonna feel like. Like, I'm creating another job for myself. And that's not what we went in business for. Wow. And it's so easy to get wrapped up into that. So yes, you do need to take breaks when your body and your mind mentally is telling you like, hey, hello. Yeah. It's telling you, but we're ignoring it.
5, 6 o'clock, like you would do at your another person's job. Yeah, I get we entrepreneurs, business owners, we work around the clock. No, you get off the computer at whatever time you say and cut it off. Go live your life, go do whatever, but cut it off. You got to do that.
Yes. As we wrap up here today, Elyshia, is there anything you want to leave for the audience? Maybe you have an event coming up, or maybe someone can reach out to you for strategy calls, or even though you don't want to do a strategy call.
Well, I still do the strategy calls. Strategy call. I don't think I have. My academy is starting in the fall, so I'll send that to you. Okay. But you can follow me at everything Elyshia Brooks with the ELYSHIA Brooks, and follow me on Brandically You, because that is where I am.
All right, you talking about the gram, Twitter, everything, Facebook?
LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Threads now, all of it.
Threads. I can't. I don't have no more room. I don't my capacity, I can't. I just can't.
I had to put my screen thing on because I'm not gonna be tied down trying to see what everybody else doing and talking about. I'm not. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you once again for being a guest on the Analytical Rewired. Hopefully everyone has had their pen and notebook out. And if not, you can rewind the episode and re-listen to it again, because there's a lot of nuggets and bars Elyshia dropped. Again, thank you so much for your time, Elyshia. We certainly appreciate it from the MJW Group. Everyone, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.